He's here, he's live, he's in the building.
Yes, we made it.
Who's here with me? What's your name?
Maxwell D in the building.
Maxwell D here in the building, here on Top FM.
Yes, on top.
It's been a long time,
It's been a minute. I ain't been on top for ages. Shout out Sue, man. Long time.
Big up Sue. Nah, I don't even want to big up Sue. No, big up Sue. Big up Sue.
Big up Sue.
Maxwell, let's talk about you. How are you? How are you coping through COVID and all the rest of it? Get that out of the way.
Okay, so COVID's been good to me, and it hasn't been good to a lot of people around me. So it's a kind of gift and a curse, actually. To be fair, man. I've seen a lot of the world's changed, and it's changing, and just got to move with the times, adapt, and I think I've gone through some changes myself in life. You know, growth, age, time, you know, family, kids, all of that stuff. So man, it develops to where we are now, and I'm just like, it's so, to be honest, I'm having a great time. I don't want to say it,
No,
but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm happy, bruv. I've never been happier. Like, listen, COVID is the world's gone upside down because of it, and people have died because of it, and it's really sad. But it's actually made a lot of people slow down. Like, you know, people like myself that are just constantly go. So when you had to like literally force to shut down, it was a blessed feeling. So I got to reconnect, you know what I mean, with family, like, you know, more time with my kids and
just to reflect on your own,
my wife as well.
And just to reflect on your own life.
Personally, like I was in the studio personally, because you know, so many distractions. Usually, I want to do this. I was just experimenting. I was having fun. So, and obviously, don't get me wrong. You know, the news was on regular. You know, and I was just looking at the world for what it was and saying, like, yo, like. Now you know that all these conspiracy theories that have been going on from back in the day and all of this stuff and no one. Well, here we are. So
you're not into the conspiracy. You're not into like these Wi-Fi towers and so the 5G towers.
Yeah, I wasn't all of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm not really as I got older, I got more political with my views. Like more speaking out more. As a person, I've always been a knowledgeable person. Like, I've always read books, you know, from when I was in prison, from when I come out, and I've always, you know, like, I'm a kind of self-help books, from Conversations with God, from, you know, How to Outwit the Devil, you know, So Art of Not Giving a F, you know, Think and Grow Rich, you know, like Rich Dad Poor Dad, like I could go on, like, you know, so that's what my library is, like The Power of Now, like, so so obviously as I got older, my political views started getting more, so I've been switched on from Malachi E.Z. York, Nawabians, you know, Holy Tabernacle. So I know my history, man. It's no joke. It's but I weren't a very vocal person about it. I'll be on the mic talking about serious and all that. But I had knowledge in my head. But now I think as I got older, I've now wanted to put my voice, the person behind Maxwell, maybe to actual real life and through the music as well.
That happens as you get older because you change naturally. But was there anything that happened in your life that, you know what, actually I need to, was there a point where you thought, you know what, actually there's something happened, you thought I need to change and there's something I need to do that's different to what I was doing before? Yeah,
definitely, man. Just watching my son get older and coming back to me with loads of different stuff, like, oh dad, this song or this dance or what, just like watching him grow up, and also like my nieces and nephews and, you know, my sisters and brothers, and just seeing the real struggle of like what's going on out here, and then on top of it the kids killing each other, like, you know, constantly. Like, it was just like, and it was getting closer and closer and closer until, you know, it's like, wow, this could be on my doorstep soon. So no. So then it made me look at myself and say, well, hold on a minute. I know people that, you know, follow me, listen to me, and have done, and you're a pioneer and you're this and you've done so much for the community and you, like, for music, whatever. But then what have I given them really, other than a bunch of lyrics that, you know, made them feel good in a party and a rave? But I realized actually I got a voice in it. That means loads of people listen to me. So you know what? If I can maybe get to, because I'm not there no more. I'm not on the street no more. I'm not rolling. I've got friends that are still doing the normal to them. But when you make that transition as a person, as you get older, as not even just say age or growth in yourself, I would then say that, you know, I looked at the people around me and I realized, oh, you know what, this world is we need to do something. Like, and someone like myself that I know that's come from, ain't no one can tell me I don't need to, it's not a bragging thing, it's just been in the street, it's real life. I've been to prison, it's all documented, like, it's nothing to be proud of. You know, I've been through foster care, I've you know what I mean, I've had to be out here as a young kid on my own, you know, and then go through music and street. So I understand where the mindset of these youngsters are coming from. I get it. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know. So that for me was like, right, okay, if I can get my message across, if I can do it and be on this point and go into the House of Parliament and to sit down with all these different types of people, walks of life, and translate to them where we're coming from, then all these people can do it. It's all about, you just got to give them the tools. To help themselves, and that's where I'm at. That's where I've been at with it.
And your new song that I saw on your
the new one, the Invest,
that touches on that.
Yeah, Invest.
We're going to come.
You come to that afterwards.
But you mentioned about something that's very important. You mentioned about people that you still have friends that do certain things that you used to do.
Yes.
But you've transitioned and you're now in a different path, but you're still friends with them, so you still have conversations with those.
Of course.
People. What are those conversations like? Because anybody who's involved in that walk of life doesn't want to hear all this goody talk. You can do this. They're involved.
No, but you just can't. You just see it for what it is. Everybody wants out,
right?
But we're all men, innit? We have to, or women, or whatever. We have to figure it out for ourselves. We can only. You could tell someone, look, come to the water, drink it. Yeah. You can get them to the water. You cannot force them to. So when I speak to my people that are still in it, it's like, it's the sole responsibility is on you. Like, that's that choice. And then it's about consistency, because we can all say, I'm gonna do it today, we'll start it for a week, I might not be on the roads, or I might not do. I mean, what is road today? Like, when you look at it, we kind of divide what is on the street. It's just poor people just trying to make money,
by illegal means.
But these illegal means and these rules that are set in place, they're not advantage to us, are they?
So I always say that.
So then we're going to go into race, then we've got to go into so many different things.
I always say that it's not that much different to, let's say, politics, because in school, for example,
exactly.
You've got the strong prayer on the weak.
Definitely.
And in politics,
it's the same thing.
The strong prayer on the weak, the weak prayer on the poor.
Yeah. And in the roads, it's survival.
It's survival.
It's
literally that.
And so I don't fault no one, so I can't look at someone and judge them because I was there walking, breathing. So I just kind of, when I talk to my friends that are still on it, it's like, look, there's ways to do this legally, you know. So I'm only going to tell them, like, yo, listen, you don't want to shop food? How about shotting drinks? How about selling yards? How about selling this? Like, it's the same format. You just got to know the actual the legislations. You got to understand the documentation. You got to just understand what it's about. Like, but if you can, it's metaphors. Because I'm an artist, I understand how to put words into metaphors. But if you can put life skills into metaphors, that actually, you're a drug dealer, but you can be a scientist. Because if you can mix in the lab, you can do the Bunsen burner, you can get the thing and whip it up, whip it in there. You can be a scientist. It's the same thing. They're doing it in the lab. They're guinea pigs. They're finding, experimenting with stuff. That's what shotting is. Like,
and it's all the hustle. That's what hustle.
Thank you.
Everything's the hustle.
In the kitchen, in the trap house. If you're done in the trap house, then you can be done in the lab. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the comparison I'm trying to give. And that's where I think, when you come into a world, that's why 50 Cent and, you know, all these other moguls that are showing you through rap music and other things that it can be possibly be done, then you can understand the format. Yeah, it's the same hustle, bro. It's the same hustle. So a lot of people on the roads, it's easy. We can, you know, man, the lines there, the cats are there. Or that's just that part, or just take a boy's things. That's another way of doing it. Or I ain't gonna pay for it. I'll use someone else's details. That's another way. You know, like, there's so many ways over this. There's so many hustling ways in the hood. But I'm saying those are skills. Imagine that's a skill. If you can transfer it into the corporate world, or maybe, you know, you're a hustler, you're good with numbers, you can go into stocks and shares. It's no problem.
So I always say people only know what they know.
Exactly.
So if you're growing up in a certain environment and that's all you see, you don't know the possibilities and how close you are to actually being able to do things a different way. It's hard. You know? It's,
as I said, this conversation can go on forever. I'll be debating. We be talking about this, and because I've, like, a lot of people might know me as like, Maxwell D, Garage MC, or whatever page you go and stuff like that. But actually, as I got older, like, I started, you know, giving back to the community. I started doing working with a lot of charities, and now I'm ambassador for London Village Network charity. I have my own workshops that are doing prisons and stuff. Like, obviously loads of stuff been flying out in the papers recently. Now they're finally catching up to the work that I'm doing. Have
they put the wrong picture on your thing yet? Oh.
No, obviously the first one that come out from the Daily Mail, it was just like, the headlines just blew me. I was like, whoa. I didn't even give this interview. What the hell is this?
Was it a good one or a bad one?
No, the first one that the Daily Mail put out recently was like, ex-armed robber now teaches prisoners how to rap. So I was like, whoa. And then then you read it and it's like, okay, they're talking about what I do. But for me, it was like, no, don't try to grab people on a little clickbait headlines.
That's Daily Mail all over.
Yeah, that's like 24 years ago. So anyway, I sat down with a few friends of mine. I got friends that are in the industry, journalists and stuff like that. They're like, no, it's not on. We're contacting them, so they contacted them. We sat down and we just sorted it out. They were like, no problem, Max. We'll give you a proper interview. We'll compensate you for that. And it was just done.
But financial compensation?
Of course.
Jeez!
You think this is? Shout out to the Daily Mail. Like, no, honestly, that's my name. That's my work. Like, and also, I'm a music teacher. You know, I work in a school. Well, I've just literally just left, but I was working in a school for a year and a half. Like, you know, teaching key stage students from 4 to 5, 15 to 16, and that's my name. Like, that's my past. But that's my name. So you can't be just throwing out stuff without my consent and stuff like that. So that's why it had to be compensated.
So there's so much that you're involved in right now. I don't know how we're going to get involved. It's all in.
It's too much. It's too much. That's why I knew. That's why I was trying to get on time.
Right. So let's touch on the fact that you were in prison before.
Okay. Cool.
Talk about that too much.
That's not a problem.
Because we kind of done.
It's the past.
But so you come out, and it's always good to see because there's a guy. And then you've been acting. I think you were you in a movie?
Yeah. So my good friends, like as I said, been in the industry for 20 years. So I have people that I've grown up with that are doing really positive things and great things now. One of my good friends, Nicky Slimting, he's a director and actor in The Intent with Femi. And so I was in that. So they had me in that as well.
Was that your first acting experience? Other than like music videos?
Have I been in Cameo in other bits and pieces? Nah, do you know what? To be fair, that's actually one of the first set,
What was that like?
I mean, no, I've been in other things, so I have got a catalogue of other bits and pieces. Yeah. Like,
have you actually?
The bill.
I mean, like you in the background, like Winston in EastEnders.
Oh no, hell, I mean lines.
Yeah.
Oh wow, right. Let me think. No. I'll be honest with you. I haven't done no acting. No. That's my first time.
Yeah. How was it?
I still feel like it was more of a cameo role. I thought I was there more as a cameo role. So I didn't feel like it was like them lot didn't say, right, Max, these are your lines. Blah, 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 blah. It was more like, yo, just gonna cameo. Oh, that's Maxwell. You know, like that kind of vibe. But to be fair to them, the first time I went down, I just come to give my Blackberry Hype energy drinks. That was in 2015. The first intent. I had no business of anything, even though my friends are doing it. But I was just like, he was like, Max, bring down your drinks. We're gonna get you a product placement. So I'm thinking, yeah. As I got there, they were filming a scene with Devious down when he's doing the ironing scene. He was burning him with the iron. That's intent one. And so Femi was there and he was like, Max, just like put on that white fur jacket and just kind of like stand with Devious, like get in it, like kind of thing. And I was like, oh, all right. On the spot kind of thing, and I put on the white fur jacket and I was just standing there. He was like, just take the hammer. I was like, okay. So I got a hammer, fur jacket, and while Devious is burning this guy.
And you only came down there with some drinks.
I just come to with some drinks. Like, so obviously the second one, them lot were like, look, you know, we're doing a little prison scene with a couple other man, like come true and show some love. So it was really nice. I enjoyed it, man. It was cool.
And it's good because there's a guy, you know, Vic as well, Vic Santori. So
Vic was there as well. Yeah,
exactly. So, and it's good to see like the two of you. It was funny to see because I also know that he was in jail and he's come out to do loads of. Things.
I was with Vic not long ago. Me, Vic, and my friend Wayne. And Richard, we were at the Chelsea Theatre. We were looking to do some stuff there as well. So even I've bucked Vic of recent in the last 4 months.
And it's so good to see that you change your life around and people are giving the recognition that you need, because a lot of times when you might come out, people are like, oh, here we go, well, he'll be back in or whatever. But
of course,
seeing that you're doing good. You mentioned the fact that you were teaching in a school.
Yeah, fully.
And you put this in like, a lot of your life you put on Instagram as well.
100%. Every day.
You're reading out your cards. A little bit emotional when you're reading out the cards.
Yeah, because you get attached to people, man. Like, it's real, man. The staff even, like, you know, I'm in the staff rooms doing the briefings like that, debriefing and all that. Like, even though I'm a musician and I'm running around doing shows on the weekend or whatever, monthly or whatever it is, like, I'm out here putting out tunes. I'm still, you know, this was my calling for me. It was like, well, you know what, I have all these skills. I know I'm an engineer. I can record. I know how to write. I can produce. So how can I not put these skills to use for the community? Like, and help other people.
Based on your past, was it an issue for you to get involved in teaching children?
Well, obviously everybody gets checked out, you know, but mine has been so long. I have not been in trouble for over 25 years.
So it wasn't an issue.
Yeah, I wasn't going back. Music saved me. Music saved me. That's the best way to explain it. Like, when I could be just like any other person on the roads that you know come out of jail and then went back, but music was something that I had a talent that I wanted to pursue, and that's why I tried to show now when I go to the prisons, I'm not only just teaching them about, everyone wants to spit. We all want to spit. Everyone's got bars. Everyone's got bars. The whole world's got bars. But what do you know about the business? So that's one thing. Do you know how about trademarking? Do you know about intellectual property? Like, so that's why I like, now they're looking at me like, oh, yo. I said, yeah, bro, you can, this is what classes are. This is class 23, 24. So they're like looking at me like, yo, bro, like, that's some knowledge there. Well, I can just set up a company and go boom, boom, boom.
To be fair, like, last time you were in with me, you dropped a few gems. So you always drop a little gem here.
I always do. If people are listening, you'll catch a few gems, definitely. But that's my whole, because it's like, how you got knowledge and information and not share it with another man. That's my problem. I mean, that's what it is. It's just knowledge and information, and I'm still learning myself. I don't know it all. I'm still seeking. I'm still growing. But as a musician, you know, I love the music. I love the culture, and I'm involved in it. But then, as I said, I'm a married man. You know, my son's getting old. I have other kids, so we just focus on the future, and the future is the next generation. You know what I mean?
Your marriage just brought me onto another thing that I want to
go for it.
But before I do that, is when you were in prison. And you came out, was it that point that you said, you know, I'm never going back? Did that, because some... No,
I'm going to be honest with you.
Or it can make you worse?
I come out and I start shooting. That's the facts. Like, I come out and I just started shooting on the road.
You had to make money.
I needed to. You needed to survive. So, obviously, I didn't know about 9 to 5 working. I didn't have no CV. I didn't know. I didn't even have a bank account. You know, like, it's just be real. Like, you come out, it's just lost. So, for me, yes, I didn't want to go back on a straight, go and take people's things, jump over the counter. I weren't doing none of that stuff. That was my lesson. But, you know, from robbery to shotting is a big transition, and you ain't got to worry. It's more surveillance if you're going to get yam. It's not, you know, basically. So I started doing that, and I was successful in it. As in, I made a little bit of money for myself. But the split with me was, I have a dream, I have a dream, I have a dream. I want to be on a stage. I want to MC. I love this. This is my blood. This is my DNA. Like, when in prison, I was writing loads of lyrics. So all I wanted to do is come out. That feeling of just being the star and well known, everyone loving you for your bars and singing along. That feeling was haunting me, brother. I had to get to the radio. I was like, yo, where's Wiley and them lot? You know, 'cause obviously they were my college friends, and you know, so I was like, yo, I'm going back on rinse. And then that was it.
Okay.
History. Sorry.
So yeah, you spoke about your wife. So again, that's another thing that was on your Instagram as well. So I think you even had a video of yourself proposing, did you? Or
no, was that it was the proposal picture. As in when I took her to. See, I always get this place wrong. No, it's not even that. I just can't pronounce it sometimes, and I'm gonna say it. It's the Greek islands, not Greek. It's Santorini.
Okay.
Why do I always find a hard time pronouncing Santorini?
I've got no clue. I don't even know where that is.
Right, so Santorini is like just off like an island of Greece, yeah? Just like near Crete.
Sounds more Italian, but okay, cool.
Yeah, so basically, I proposed to her there. How long ago was that now? Well, it's been a long time now. I was about 2.5 years ago.
Was it 2.5 years?
Two and a half years. I got married 2019.
So you actually got married. Okay, so what was that like?
Marriage is good, man. Yeah. Marriage can either make you grow, or you're just not ready for it.
How long were you two together before you got married?
So we was together about 2 years.
2 years. Oh wow.
Yes, but wait, 7. Yeah, but the thing about it is that we knew each other before all of that. So it's not like I'm just married a stranger. Yeah. But obviously we didn't know each other in depth. Yeah. But she's from the same area as me. Like basically, I was cussing because I was like, "How are you gonna make me go out here and get my heart broken 1,000 million times?" And my wife was on my doorstep. I was like, "Look, my wife's on my doorstep." Imagine that, God. Imagine going the whole. My mum's house was living next to her mum's house. We would have missed each other every day. But to be fair to her, when I done a show in Cyprus one time, she was there, and she said to me, "Oh, you're from my area." And I'm like, "What area are you from?" She's like, "I'm from Leighton." I'm like, "You're from Leighton?" "I'm from Leighton."
Oh, okay.
So we're like, "Well, we're from East London." It's like, my mum lives blah blah. I said, "Oh, my mum lives blah blah." And she's like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" I was like, "Of course you can." Like, we're from the ends, innit? So we had like the ends vibe.
Oh, so that's how you actually first met?
That was the first, how we first met. That was like 2009. And we took a picture, and then ever since it was like, "Yo, I'm going to send you that picture," you know? She never sent the picture. I said, all this time, 10 years ago? You know what I mean? Well, not 10 years, but like, basically.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, quite a cool story.
The reason why I remember this as well is because I remember there was a point where you put up a picture of you and your then fiance, I think it was. And then the next thing I saw on your post was, "Why are all these black girls judging me on my missus?"
Yeah, it went something. I think what happened was someone stole I think a bag of girls started coming on my page. That's what happened. I started like, see what I'm saying about these black men? I'm just like,
I can't lie. When I saw that, I was dying. Because
I was like, oh, here we go. What, you don't want to come for me now? You sure you don't know how pro-black this is here? I will shut you down immediately, but not in a way where I'm like, my mum, my sisters, these are my people. This is love. What does it mean that there is no such law that says I have to be with a black woman? I have to be with any I'm a humanitarian at first because the color thing is a divide. Don't get me wrong, cultures are different in all different ways and shapes, but that's what makes us different, no? That's what makes it really great. So, and my wife, she's a Latino, so she's she's South American, she's Chilean, but she's obviously born and raised in England. So she's got culture. You know what I mean? She comes from culture, and for me it was just like, well, I've been out of a black girl before, and it just didn't work out. I've been out with mixed race girls before, it just didn't work out. So dual heritage, I'm politically correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't keep up.
So it just didn't work out. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter what the color is. Woman is woman. Man is man. So if I'm happy with my wife and she happens to be Latino, then so be it. You think I'm gonna
find love, innit?
And so so in that department, but in other departments, I know where a lot of them are coming from. I totally get it. Don't get it twisted. I understand why you feel rageful sometimes, because there is a lot of effery going on, where they feel like man just losing themselves, running after these fake lips, fake bum, fake this, fake that. I get it, I understand. But then you got to look at yourself in the mirror. Then you got to look at the weave. You got to look at everything. You got to look at everything. You got to look at everything. Well, who are we trying to really be? You know what I mean? While people are trying to get a suntan, people are trying to bleach. It's like, well, you see the diversity, you see the brainwash. So you like, we could go in, and I don't know all the answers. I'm an artist, musician with a voice, and I am just me. You know what I mean? And that's all I can do is just know who I am and give the best to my knowledge.
So what's happening now in the world of...
we don't even need music when I'm about. It's so cool. It's so good.
What's happening now in the world of Maxwell D? What's happening next? What you got planned?
All right. So there's a secret project going on at the moment. I can't really say. I can, but I'm not going to. Basically.
Maybe you can. I think you should.
You know why? Because buttons are going to get pressed in a hot minute, and I'm just going to just relax.
No one's listening, just me and you, don't worry.
Yeah. So anyway, there's something about to come out, which is going to be really, really special, and I'm sure everyone's going to love it. I can't really talk about it, but that is happening very, very soon. What can I say? Apart from that, I am, the Music Through the Bars is my company, my workshops and that. Obviously, COVID's kind of slumped everything like that. So I also work ambassador for Humanity charity. I'm also doing mentoring, one-to-one mentoring, online one-to-one mentoring, music mentoring. I work with the mentoring lab as a mentor with them. So I've got a young guy called the name of Maurice at the moment, and I'm taking him to the studio, and he's doing his drill thing, and I'm prepping him. He's doing really good. Since I started working with him. And I just provide my services for other things that I do, behind the scenes, and obviously I put out my own music and stuff like that, and obviously I write music for songs as well in movies. That's what obviously I've done. Ted. I've got a song in Ted.
Of course,
we've forgot about that side of it. We spoke about all that stuff. Reality high, So obviously I've got the movie game as well. So at the moment we're pitching for some new movies, and I can tell you this. In COVID, that's what I was talking to you before we come on air. In COVID, I got I'm gonna be on the new GTA Online, the new GTA. So that's Grand Theft Auto. They got the new one coming in December.
You got a song on there?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So I can't say that because I signed the contract. I signed the contract not long ago. So
Mad. Okay, so how does that work?
It's a buyout, a straight buyout. They come.
How do they hear the music?
Do you know what? They've come for a song that is old.
So
Sorry, I didn't
heard it before.
They've obviously, I put music out, innit? So music floats. And they're like, we want that one for the game. So I was like, they come to me, they offer the contract, it's a buyout, buy out the publishing, buy out everything, obviously, because I'd make millions if they gave me something. But basically, they just bought me out, and that's it, done.
So
sign a contract.
So in that, and as you said, they would make, if it was like a normal contract, whereas you still own the rights to it, you'd earn all sorts of money.
Yeah, obviously.
So what's the negotiation like with that?
Listen, if when those companies come to you, because they're obviously Rockstar, so Rockstar Games, when they come to you, they're big corporations, so you can't understand 1 point, 2 points on a royalty, 3 points, we're talking big yard, we're talking big money there. Now, but obviously that's how it functions, so they know that, they just come and just buy out one, but that's how the game works, it's a game of business. So, you know what I mean, if you want to throw 10 bags for a song or 15 bags for a song, like, go on then. I ain't no one complaining over here.
So the negotiating, because I'm going to be really nosy now. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you numbers.
Go. Yeah.
But so I can imagine. So it's quite techie because you could either try and say, you know what, they're going to buy me out. I stand to earn a lot of money if I own the rights to this. They're going to buy me out for obvious reasons. Let me push for the most I can get.
Always.
But then you could end up pushing too far and end up with nothing.
Not necessarily. It depends. Like they'll just stick to the limit, innit? Mm-hmm. So you'd be like, "What can we do that?" And like, "No, sorry, we can't. We can only do da 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 da." They type it. And, so you ain't gonna just lose the deal. It's not like you're saying unless you say,
I'm done. Yeah,
you're not giving me that money. No, sorry, I can't do it.
Fair.
But you think I cared about a song that's like what, 8 years old?
Yeah,
I was like, what? See, music's still paying me, yeah.
Track, yeah.
That's how it works.
All music's new music if you've never heard it before.
That's it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But there's loads of other bigger things going on other than that. That's just like
can't talk about. There was something that you put on your Instagram as well. See, I live my life by your Instagram.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're paying attention. That's what I need people to do. Pay attention to what's going on.
And you've been offered something, but then they retracted it.
Offered.
So, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back on your Instagram and have a look. But something was offered to you, but then they pulled back on it. It was a TV company or some sort.
Oh no. You mean I haven't? Oh no, it's funny because I'm not gonna do it. So basically, you talking about the Crime Watch thing from BBC?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, So I got So obviously, when the Daily Mail come out the first time, whatever, it's come out. The Daily Mail's come out recently, just the other day. Mm-hmm. They contacted me saying, "Oh, this is great work that you're doing, blah blah blah. Like we want to interview Crime Watch, because I was on Crime Watch all these years ago, blah blah blah." Mm-hmm. So I was just like, yeah. And then recently, this whole BBC thing and this N-word, and I'm just like, I saw Sideman do his little thing, and I was just like,
oh, so you pulled out of it?
I'm pulling out of it. Yeah.
Okay,
right. But they don't even know that yet. So I just deleted the actual thing that I put down. That's why you've read my mind.
Okay.
So when I deleted it, that was me saying like, actually I'm gonna pull out of this. So you just used your own initiative and said, "Rah, he posted it, but then he's retracted it." But you're thinking they've retracted it, but no, I'm not doing it.
Got you. Okay.
And they don't even know that yet, bro.
Oh, sorry. What?
But it's all in motion. Don't worry. It's all
fair. Right, so we need to come to an end.
Sorry,
the show's about. No, it's my fault.
My fault.
It's actually your fault for having so much going on.
I'm just trying to work. I'm trying to work, Lukan. You know how from the last time we had the interview, you just see me. I'm just working
hard. I can't even lie.
Just because it's got to add up sometime.
You're juggling it well as well.
Yeah, that's behind closed doors. I might be dropping balls all over the place. No, honestly, it's not easy.
Yeah.
What's the best way to explain it? I'm learning as I go along as well, and at the same time I've learned a lot as well. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of experience going with this.
Imagine you're learning every day.
Yeah, so I'm always finding new things. But I think the key for me and this whole thing is organization. Routine for myself though. Like even getting up, having breakfast at a certain time, or going to the gym and coming back and doing emails. I've got a little PA. My sister's my PA now. You know what I mean? It's getting the admin. He gets a lot. You know what I mean? So
the drinks. You still doing the drinks?
No, we discontinued the drinks ages ago.
Okay.
I have obviously I can say it now. I have a project called Serious World.
Okay.
You lot will figure out why it's called. You figure out afterwards and why. I have a project called Serious World, and we're in the process now of delivering a lot of merchandise, which the website and stuff like that, and obviously my Maximilian clothing line.
So you still doing the
Maximilian. We just obviously COVID, China.
All right.
Like we had a whole relaunch of stock and it was just mad. But obviously me and my partner with Maximilian. You can check us out on Instagram, Maximilian Clothing. We just kind of concentrate on the tracksuits, the velvet tracksuits and stuff, and they're doing really cool. They just tick by. But obviously, as I said, COVID. But I've got some with Serious World. You'll see some new exclusive stuff. So I'm on it, but things take time, bro. Okay. I've got a little team, but I need more people on my team. I need more help. As I'm not gonna front like, oh my god, I could do it on my own. No, it doesn't work like that.
So you need a team.
Yeah.
Team. The last thing I want to... No, actually, I've got two more things.
Go for it. No, I know what the last... I see it on the laptop. I'm like, I know the conversation behind that.
It's got to be had. But so before we go into that, let's talk about the new song that you put out for.
Yeah, so basically, I done a grime song that is really positive. It's a message about, for the young kids like I say, like I invest in the kids, like stack your peas and get a trademark. Go invest in your future, build your brand up like Fila. I know these olders won't tell ya, cause they be slaves in this dunya, cause they keep worshipping brands, insecure and hiding gangs. So like when I'm breaking it down over the track, it's just kind of showing everybody that, look man, like you don't have to follow that. You know what I mean? If you got those skills, it's just like what I was talking about earlier on. It's the transfer skills that I'm trying to show people. It's the metaphor in life skills. Just use it. Like if you can run up your mouth every day, go and take people's things, then you can go and pick up a tool and build something. You know what I mean? If you can go, you wanna strap and run and lick after people, go and pick up a jewelry boy and put some screws in and build something. Or you know what I mean? Like you're good with money. You know, there's other things. Set up your own accounting business. You can set things up. Is that and you know what's mad about living in this country? You could try and try and try again and fail. You could try a million times. There's no loss.
There's opportunity there.
So are we lazy, or are we mentally blocked, or are we programmed?
So I think it's back to what I said before. You only know what you know.
Straight.
And if it's not within arm's reach and you've never seen it happen before, then it's not available to you.
So I believe that when people get to a certain place in their life, in their career, then they need to look behind them and say, right, I've learned this so far, I've come this so far, let me now bring the next person. Because you know it's crabs in a barrel out there, you get me? 100%. Everybody's trying to pull everyone down. 100%. So that's why we got to like reverse that and help our community. And I'm not just saying, because I'm black, it's all about I'm talking about community. Like it's a human slavery thing going on. If you want to really go deep into it, I know where, you know, we as black people are suffering the most because we feel like we're at the bottom of the pile. But if you really check the whole force, like it's a real matrix in certain ways. But as I said, I can't really get too deep before there's unknown cars outside and all sorts of I'm joking. But
last question.
Go for it. I know it's coming.
Wiley, talk to me about Wiley. What do you think?
Okay.
So I posted something on the other day about it. I hadn't actually seen what he had actually said. I don't know, and to be honest, I'm not all that interested, to be fair. It's his business. He's got his own views, and he's entitled to them. The one thing
that's the best way to say it. That's real. That's real.
One thing I did say is, if you've got an opinion on something, stand by it.
Yeah, definitely.
What he did.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on the Wiley situation?
Where do I start? That's why I had to write a song. But it wasn't like I'm just like I don't agree with what he's done, how he's done it. Like I haven't seen Will for a very long time, so I'm not gonna stand there and say like, right, I know what he's going through daily. I hear stuff and whatever. So he's to be fair, he's been out of my life more than he's actually been in it. You know, because we're grown men now. You know what I'm saying? I wish him well. He's a part of my crew. We broke bread. We've made history together. My only thing about this, and I've said it, and I don't even need to mention anybody's names. It's just so simple as, like, I understand why he's been hanged. Obviously, you know how this thing works. You're going to put yourself out there in the public. You know the shots are coming. It's just the standard. That's just part of the job. You know, with success comes hate. That's the standard. They come together, good and evil, right? We all know this. So, he obviously has his reasons for doing what he done. But my only thing with that is that, he definitely didn't articulate himself properly and all the rest of it. But if you're going to hang my man, we're going to have to hang everybody. That's what the song's about. That's the only, I didn't even mention nobody's names. It's just a case of, understand.
There's a couple names in there.
Well, those names, they deserve to get hanged. Like, we all know Katie Hopkins and Tommy Robinson need to get hanged in. And when I say hang, not physical rope hanging, let's get that clear. Held accountable, yeah. So, like, I'm just saying that, it's sad to see, you know, things happening to another brother. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, yeah, good, he deserves it. No, hell no. It's sad, brother. That's you taking a man's voice away. But I'm saying, in another, like, what he done for that he has to resurrect that. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to now, you know, come out and show people who you really are. Because obviously people are just gonna judge you on a bag of tweets. They don't know him. So that's him. He has to do with that. But on the flip side, I'm like, the system itself is just too much.
But Wiley knew this way before he started going off. Like, he's been involved in it.
Of course. So obviously he's done what he needed to do for him and whatever. It's political because, you know, whether he's saying the truth or not the truth or whatever, whoever takes it in, when you're a certain point in your life or career and you have a certain voice, if you want to get certain messages across to people, you have to know how to explain them proper. You can't just be on a random tweet. Like, because people are going to they can take a million books out of that little tweet and say, yeah, I swear it. They don't know what's really going on from day to day and how you feel. Like, then I heard other stuff like, oh, someone bumped him for $4.5 million. You know, like, no one knows nothing. So when you're putting yourself on the front line, you have to be very careful and understand that when you're saying these words, how people might perceive them. That's all it is. This is a bit more educated, to be a bit more educated and understand what you're saying. So, but on that front, it's just that it's really bad that, I see they're like just shutting him down, but then why the others getting shut down? Why have we got a BNP party? Why have we got EDL party? Why the hell is that there? Are they not the same people? Are they not the same thing that you are complaining about? So I don't understand. People are voting for them. Like people walking around, Katie Hopkins been chatting for God knows how long. Like what is that? So that's okay then. So like let's go on it. Like we can dig them up. And they're still out here. Like they're marching. Tommy Robinson's coming down. Black Lives Matter, and you got an EDL. I don't get like that's an insult. You are like, you know, and they're telling you what we are. We don't like you. We don't like no one. So if you're gonna hang my man, hang them all. Hang them all. That is it. Is that not a fair statement?
No, that's fair.
Like I don't agree with a lot of stuff that's going on. But if you're gonna, all I'm gonna say, that's what it's about.
And it's your opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion.
That's it.
Regardless.
That's it.
Maxwell D.
So this one was just like obviously a lot of stuff was going on, and I just started penning, and it wasn't about incriminating. I didn't want to be like, I don't put myself on the front line. Like let's shut my man down. Like it wasn't like that. It was just like it's a calm explanation.
I think that comes across in the music.
Good. Thank you. That's all I tried to achieve.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, so no one take it personal. A serious world we live in.
You're listening to a Hot Money production.
Yo, I had to address this one still. Alright, listen, check. Mind what you two can say, fam. Mind what you two can tweet. Cause people hang on your words like God never gave man freedom of speech. I said, mind what you two can say, bro. Mind what you load and post. Cause trolls nowadays online wanna come on shit, but they don't know.